Hey guys, what's up? Ethan Hunt over here. First ever YouTube video. I don't have my camera stand. I don't have my comic book stand either. It's all coming in the mail, so I gotta get it out there somehow. We all have to start somewhere, so please do not expect this to be a 5-star video or anything like that. Later on, I will have to switch up the visual, the angle, in order to show you the little collection that I have. I want to display my Gabriel Dell'Otto collection. He's my favorite artist by far. But at this angle, too much of a glare, it's gonna look bad. I don't think the quality is that great anyway, so eventually I am gonna upgrade with all this stuff. I'm still learning, just like everyone else, but I keep spending my money on comic books and everything else, so maybe I should start putting some money into the foundation, the infrastructure of creating a proper video. So a little bit about myself. I'm from New York. I went to the High School of Art and Design. I went to college as well, but I did go to Art and Design High School, which is about art. So I do know a little bit about, the techniques and all of that. Not as much as I used to know when I was 18. All of that is long gone, but I still remember a little bit of the techniques. And when I look at Dell'Otto, I mean, this guy's amazing. This guy's incredible. His techniques are ridiculous when it comes to shading, the different angles, the way he makes the characters look almost lifelike. It's, just have to take a little bit of a notification there off. Told you, this is raw. First ever, so don't expect perfection. But going back to Dell'Otto, he is one of the best to me. I know there's a lot of iconic artists, a lot of iconic storytellers. I am learning, I am expanding my knowledge of the comic book world, but I got exposed to Dell'Otto. I'm building my collection. Right now I probably have about maybe 16, 17 in my possession, and I have about 6 more coming. I'm fortunate to live very close to Bulletproof Comics, which specializes in Dell'Otto comic arts. It's in Brooklyn. They have 2 stores. So I did place an order for about 6 of them that are coming in. And one of them, which is actually going to get shipped in January, is the Batman, the One Who Laughs. That cover is sick. It is sick. I ordered the color one. I didn't get the black and white, even though I bet you the black and white one is going to be just as good. But I'm very excited about that. And I also do have a couple others that I ordered from eBay. I also finished up my run of Superman, Wonder Woman before the Rebirth series. I just have to start building my variant collections on that. I'm a huge Superman fan. As I said before, this is the corner of heroes and villains. Got some pops up there. You can't really see them. I might show it to you later. And then, of course, I got, the ultimate face-off. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a huge fan of DC. I'm a huge fan of Superman. Batman's alright. Tito, I'm sorry. Kingdom Comics. I know that's your boy. But I'm a Man of Steel fan, Big Blue. But I love Batman as well. But I love the whole Dark Knight series, the whole Batman versus Superman. I love the whole story about it, everything. But, not to get too far from what I was saying, I love Dell'Otto because I love his techniques. I love everything he does. I love the way he shades, the way he makes all the characters pop out of the book. I'm a big fan of collecting the comics because of their art. I do read their stories. I don't physically read the comics. I like going on YouTube and looking at motion comics. Though I love it because then you have these narrators that use these voices and it makes it come alive. But I don't want to touch my books. I open them up once I get them sometimes, and I look at the colorization and everything. But I'm a collector, man. I'm trying to expand. I want to keep my books as pristine as they can be. And I just don't like touching them, man. I like pulling them out and looking at the cover art. I think it's amazing. I think the different styles are amazing. And right now I'm stuck on a lot of DC stuff. I do have some Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine as well. And I'm trying to expand, but I want to get my foundation pretty strong when it comes to Dell'Otto. I love his work. He has a lot of European work as well. And I love it because it's rare. I love it because you can't get it here in the States. So I'm buying a lot of those, and that's just a little bit about myself. I want to give a big shout out and a big thanks to Tito from Kingdom Comics. You're the man, bro. As I said before, my I'm also I'm a brand manager for a tea company. I own my own company as well. For protective purposes, I don't want to say what that is, but I love it. And I'm also an eBay reseller. And when I started off, I started selling off, everything, whether it's toners, cameras, uh, comic books, unfortunately. And the reason I say unfortunately is because, I made some good purchases. I did. And then I was thinking about the profits. I was thinking about selling them. How much percentage can I make off of these? You know, I sold about 7 of them. And after that, I felt like crap. I'm not going to lie to you, I felt like crap. Uh, I told myself I would never do that again because then I started watching Tito, Kingdom Comics. For a week straight, I watched all his videos from the old ones to the most recent ones. And I'm looking at this man's knowledge and appreciation of all these books and the artists and going to cons. And you just can't help but get motivated. You can't help to just fall into that world that you love, but you felt that, it's only you. There's other lovers out there of comic books and heroes, but you don't get exposed to them. So I want to give a big shout out to him because when I started watching all his videos, I started getting back into it, back into the grind, back into the hunt, so to speak, of these books and the thrill of finding treasures. And, I felt like crap, man, when I sold all those books. So I started buying them back. And one in particular was, which killed me, was the Harley Quinn Pink Rebirth, #1 by Gabriel Dell'Otto, the pink variant one. I had a 9.6 and I sold it. And then I actually lost money on that because it was my first time reselling books. Then I went to New York Comic Con. You guys saw the video, which is probably the original first video that I posted. And I went to the Bulletproof comic section and I saw they had a 9.8. Then I started thinking about it, and I'm talking to this dude that works from Bulletproof Comic. Nice guy, don't remember his name. And I started showing him these pictures because I do keep the pictures of everything I sold on eBay. And I'm like, look, man, I used to own a 9.6. Then we started talking about how rare they are, how limited they are, how there's not that many of them that were made. And he showed me a Signature Series one. And that drove me crazy because I love Dell'Otto. I was looking at all his work, and I knew that was a Dell'Otto work. But then when I realized how rare and popular that issue was, that's when I just lost it. And I'm like, dude, I'm never ever selling a book again. I am gonna make videos to hopefully share, to share my knowledge of how to make a profit selling things on eBay, Craigslist, Amazon, whatever it is. I do that on the side. It's a very profitable supplemental income. I also am a brand manager for a tea company, as I was saying, and I do have my own company. So I do have a lot of incomes coming in, but nothing better than your hobby, than your passion, than buying these books and getting into all these stories and all these cons. In December, I'm actually going to Ace Comic Con in Long Island, which is my second ever Comic Con. My first ever was recently in New York, the video that you guys saw. And I'm actually going to take a picture with the Man of Steel himself, there, Henry Cavill. I'm going to get a signature. I did buy, and you know what? I should pull it out because I'm not gonna show my comics this way because there's a glare, which sucks, and I know you can't really focus it. But I did buy this, which is the Entertainment Weekly summer issue of the first ever Man of Steel. I put it in a Mylar because I'm nice. No, this isn't a Mylar. This is a Mylar, but this is the CGC Mylar bags, so I had to fold it. See, as you can see, I folded it to kind of shape it and 2 boards in the back as well. And it's a beautiful magazine. So hopefully CGC, which they are going to be there, I'm going to get this graded as well, get it signed. There's a couple of other things that we're going to get. I'm going to get a signed photograph with him and I, which I'm going to show to you guys as well. Superman to me is everything. He resembles Hope. I love everything about him, and I couldn't pass over the opportunity to take a picture of the Man of Steel himself. I think it's a dream come true, and I just can't wait, dude. I'm pumped. I did, though, purchase this, which is, you can't see it that well, so I'm going to show it to you in a different angle, but this is Batman vs. Superman, The Art of the Film, by Dawn of Justice. What's this guy's name? I forgot this guy's name. I know it's the same. It is the same dude that did the one I'm going to show you. It is by Abby Bernstein. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Abby Bernstein did this one. It's a hardcover, has a lot of pictures, a lot of information, a lot of the monologues and all of that stuff of the Dawn of Justice. I was going to get this signed, and then I thought, it doesn't really have Cavill's face on it, Superman himself. So then I bought this bad boy, which is another hardcover, Abby Bernstein, foreword by Jeff Johns, of course, an introduction by Charles Robin, which is pretty cool. I love this picture, man. I know that the glare sucks, and I'm really sorry. I'm gonna flip this camera and probably do a part 2 if it's too long, the video, and show you guys. But this is from the Justice League movie, which is actually pretty good. I don't care what anybody says. It would have been a whole lot better if we would have had those other scenes, the potential of Supergirl, Green Lantern, so many other key scenes that were so touching. They cut all that off, and I hate it that Warner Brothers does that. But it's a good movie regardless. I think people just got disappointed because you got such a short version of it. You go to buy a car, someone shows you the stereo system, they pump like crazy, the leather seats, the headlights are awesome, they added these new mounts, everything, and then all of a sudden you get the freaking prototype. Missing all the glitz and glamour, and that's basically what happened. But it's still a good movie. They're getting a lot of slack, but so I did purchase these books. These were the ones that I was gonna get signed, but then I realized you can't go wrong with this. This is the best one probably right here. So I'm gonna get that signed. I'm gonna have it with the photo of me and Henry, Superman himself, on the side with a couple other stuff that's signed, the ticket. I'm gonna get a glass display. I'm gonna present it real lovely, and then I'm gonna show you guys later over there in the beautiful community world that we are in, how cool it looks, and that's basically it, guys. So thank you very much for welcoming me into this wonderful world that we have. Once again, Tito, Kingdom Comics, you're the man, bro. You're an inspiration. You make us really give it all and not be shy and talk about what we love. The best advice he gave me, if I remember correctly, was don't try to be like everyone else showing these certain comics just because you see them a lot. Whatever matters to you, whatever is important to you, that's what you show. That's what you display. And that's who you should be. You should be original. You should be yourself. You should show what you love, whether it's a Smurf book. Show the Smurf book, show the blueness of the book, whatever it is, show all that stuff, and just be you, man, and people will love you. And I'm excited. I'm gonna pump out a bunch of these videos again. I don't have my camera stand, which I ordered, is coming in the mail. I don't have my display, comic book display stand, so I can show you guys the books that I have as well. All of that is in the mail, and I think I'm going to have to switch from using my iPhone phone because the quality isn't all that great. I got that glare, man, from the phone, if you can see. I would like to show you guys the book, but see, then you got that glare, and then if I focus more to the left, it's still a little too dark, so I don't think it's worth it. I'll just do another part of the video. This is at 15 minutes already. Might be a little too long, who knows. I don't know how YouTube works that well. I'm fairly new to this, but I'm excited. I'm excited to read the comments that you guys have, any questions that you guys have. I am going to be posting videos again about reselling as well, how to make a great supplemental income, which you could use that money to buy the stuff you love. I'm building my collection of statues as well, which is up there. I don't have many. I have a few, though, and they're very dear to my heart. One in particular. I do have Pops as well, and just really quick, this started out as the wall of Funko heroes and villains. I just did all this recently, and it's not much. It's not much. It's not like some videos that you see with people with all these crazy things. This is my little corner. This is where I do my business, surrounded by the heroes and villains that we love. Preferably heroes, of course, after villains. And, you know, it's going to get even better. So, without further ado, I think I'm going to pop out maybe part 2 and show you my Delato collection, which is still growing. Again, I still have about 7 more books coming in the mail, which I'm very excited about. And I'll show you the ones that I've been working on now. I also have other comics as well. Again, I have about 10 comics coming in, Superman and Wonder Woman, to finish my run. I do have a lot of the Dark Knight metal, which showcase the individual Dark Knights, you know, taking over, like the Green Lantern, the Merciless, the Devastator. I do have those as well, which are pretty awesome. I'm not really going to show them because I feel like everybody has shown them already. Everybody has them. I'm really more into getting that rare book, you know, to bolster my collection. I feel like I can always get those books anytime, but I like going for the books that are pretty rare. And I'm slowly building them up. You know, I'm slowly building them up. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So thank you very much for watching part 1. First ever video, the raw footage. This is the director's cut right here. This is what this is, the director's cut. This isn't the theater version where you're gonna get all the pretty stuff cut up pretty nice and all the lights look great. This is the raw cut version that you're getting, and yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys. Hope you guys all have a rest of a good weekend. And any questions that you might have, please let me know. I will try to answer them if I can. And that's about it, guys. So thank you. See you later. Peace.